First, I will make the chubby legs. This is the chibi body of Lloyd. I use a half sphere mold to ensure the same amount of clay for each part. Always start by making a ball. I'm pressing it firmly to remove any air bubbles. I use an acrylic block to create a teardrop shape. Then I shape the feet. While working, I apply petroleum jelly to prevent the clay from drying out. I use my pinky finger to shape it, but use a tool if necessary. I keep shaping until I'm satisfied, then shape the knees. I let them dry overnight before inserting the aluminum wires. Now I will add the clay to connect the legs to the torso and then smoothing it out with water. I'm just pinching the clay to create the neck. And then I'm pinching the sides upward to form the shoulders. You can adjust the shape according to the character's proportions. For my chibis, I don't take exact measurements, but I ensure that the length of the neck to the belly doesn't exceed the length of the legs. After it dries, I add more clay to achieve the right body proportions. This is how I make the small hands. The mold I always use is a remake of a rendered face mold with a smile. You don't always need molds to make faces. Sometimes you need to learn how to create everything from scratch. Here are some faces I made without a mold. Learning to craft from scratch is important, especially for commissions. You can use this face already, but if the character requires cheeks, make them chubby as needed. Here is how I make a face with a nose and chin. I've tried different face molds, but they often don't work for me. They either too small or unusable. If you're in a rush, follow this method to save time on drying and patching clay. I use this technique for our wedding cake. You can watch the whole process. I will link it in the description box. You can now let this dry with the torso so that in a few hours or the next day you can insert the wires and then add the clothes. This tutorial is for medium-sized figures. If you want to see how I made a large one, I have a tutorial for that as well. Medium-sized figures are actually easier for me to make compared to chibis and large ones, but I really like the look of chibis. They're much cuter for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like for more videos.